definition.
Next on Eyewitness News, an hours-long hostage situation comes to an end in the South Valley.
The Secretary of Homeland Security resigns as tensions rise at the border. We have the latest.
And we're tracking a dry but warmer start to the work week. Look at the full forecast coming up.
This is CBS 47 Eyewitness News this morning in high definition.
Good morning at 6:30. I'm Joey Horta.
I'm Alex Backus. Hope you had a great weekend. We're glad you're with us. And we start this morning with some breaking news. After an hours-long standoff, Visalia police have arrested the man accused of holding his girlfriend hostage. Eyewitness News was there as the suspect was taken into custody.
And CBS 47's Fabiola Ramirez is live now from the Visalia Police Department with all new details this morning.
Joe and Alex, police tried to negotiate with this man for about 9 hours, trying to get him to come out. Now, this all started on Sunday at 4 p.m. when police got a call of a disturbance, a family disturbance to a home. When they arrived, they say the suspect, Jonathan Soto, age 32, produced a screwdriver and held it to his girlfriend's neck, threatening to harm her. Police say at that point, the people inside the home, including the children, got out. Soto barricaded himself inside a bathroom while keeping his girlfriend as a hostage. After hours of failed negotiations, the SWAT team served a search warrant and entered the home.
We made contact with him. He actually was holding on to the victim and was attempting to choke her. Luckily, our officers were able to separate him. They rescued her, got her out of there first, and then took him into custody.
Soto will face assault with a deadly weapon, false imprisonment, and domestic violence charges. We've been told the victim did not get hurt during the rescue. 2 police officers received minor injuries. Live in Visalia, I'm Fabiola Ramirez, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Fabiola, thank you. We turn to the weather this morning and a great shot over Fresno. You can see a lot of snow on the mountains there on the right side of the screen.
Yeah, we could be adding some more to what we've already seen, which has been incredible this year, Anthony.
We've got a chance to get a little over 1/10 of an inch for our foothill mountain communities, maybe a sprinkle for the valley floor overnight tonight. What a beautiful start to the work week. A mix of sun and clouds on tap. You can see right now we're looking at cloudy skies across central California, but all areas are dry for your drive into work. 61 degrees right now there for you in the Fresno area. We see things a little cooler heading north and south. Of course, another big issue for us over the next couple days. The 4-day allergy forecast. We see those levels rising in the high realm all the way through Wednesday. Then we move into the very high realm. That's going to be, of course, something we want to monitor later on this week. The full forecast brought to you by SunPower by Quality Home Services coming up.
Thanks, Anthony. Developing out of Greeley this morning, police are searching for the suspects involved in 2 separate shootings. 2 men were sent to the hospital and another died. Those shootings happened Saturday night. Police say 2 men were shot in the garage of a home on East Springfield Avenue. Both of those victims are in stable condition this morning. The second one happened just a few blocks away, and police say 30-year-old Christian Bautista was shot there as he was cleaning up after a barbecue.
It was just a pop, and from there I tried doing CPR and I couldn't do anything, and I hate to say it like that because I mean I wish I could be the person to save them.
Police say both shootings do have gang ties. They are still investigating to see if they are related.
The Fresno County Sheriff's Office is investigating a shooting that happened at an intersection known for deadly accidents. Deputies say the victim was walking by Rose and Bethel Avenues in Selma around 5:30 last night. A car pulled up. The driver shot at the man several times, hitting him once. The victim was taken to the hospital. He's expected to survive. There is no description of the suspect. Also this morning, Fresno police have a homicide suspect in custody who they say shot and killed a man at an apartment on Fairmont Avenue near Sean Marks. Police responded just before 11 o'clock last night. The victim was taken to the hospital but did not make it. A CHP helicopter spotted the suspect trying to hide in a shed a few blocks away. They caught him with the help of a canine.
This is an isolated domestic violence incident. This was not gang related, and while it's unfortunate that it happened here, this could have happened anywhere in our community.
And there was a shooting in the same neighborhood back in February, but police say they've made significant progress in the area over the last year.
Now to the South Valley this morning. Police are searching for the suspect who stabbed a man in Visalia. This happened last night at Seven Oaks Park. Officers found the victim and took him to the hospital for treatment. The suspect ran off. Still not clear what led to that assault. If you have any information, call police. Also in Visalia this morning, a man who robbed multiple banks is now behind bars. Police say he robbed the Wells Fargo on South Mooney Boulevard on March 28th. He handed an employee a note demanding money, then took off. Then last Friday, police say a man with the same description walked into a Wells Fargo on Main Street, but left before officers arrived. As officers searched that area, police say that same guy robbed a Chase Bank. They eventually found him. He's 25-year-old Nathaniel Holgan. He also tried to rob the Central Valley Community Bank.
In Southern California, a suspect is in custody for killing a CHP sergeant. You're looking at the procession for Sergeant Steve Lycan. Authorities say he was hit by a drunk driver Saturday on the 15 freeway near Lake Elsinore while writing a ticket. They're charging 36-year-old Michael Callahan with his death.
We have uncovered evidence which shows gross negligence both during and before this tragic collision occurred.
Lycan was a 27-year veteran of Highway Patrol. He leaves behind a wife and 2 daughters. You know it's illegal to text and drive or even use your phone at all behind the wheel, but lawmakers want to go a step further. They're looking now to ban cell phone use while driving, period. Some drivers say cell phone technology like GPS and hands-free talk and text are so common that outlawing them would be hard to do.
I think totally limiting cell phone use is difficult because we've become so dependent on them. I'm all for limiting distractions, but how that would work as a balance, I'm not really sure.
National Transportation Safety Board argues that drivers can still be distracted even if they don't have their phone in their hands, and lawmakers are hoping if California takes the lead on this, other states will follow. Kirsten Nelson's out now as Secretary of Homeland Security after resigning Sunday.
As Laura Podesta reports, this news comes as tensions rise at the border.
President Trump on Twitter confirmed a shuffle at Homeland Security. He thanked Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen for her service and named Kevin McAleenan, the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Commissioner, her temporary replacement. A source tells CBS News White House senior advisor and immigration hawk Stephen Miller is behind the move, and it's part of a broader overhaul at the department.
We face a crisis.
During her 16-month tenure, Nielsen drew criticism for enforcing the separation of migrant families at the border. In March, members of the House Homeland Security Committee scrutinized the secretary for her handling of the crisis.
And as a member of this committee, you're darn right I'm going to hold you accountable for knowing what's happening at the bottom.
Over the weekend, Nielsen joined President Trump in Calexico, California, and during a visit to another border city in Arizona, encouraged Congress to do more to enhance border security.
This is entirely unprecedented, and the humanitarian and security crisis will continue to get worse until Congress acts.
It's unclear whether Nielsen quit or was forced to leave. Laura Podesta, CBS News.
Well, if you take your dog to Todd Beamer Park in Fresno, you'll have to go somewhere else for a few weeks. The city is closing that park today, so crews can replace the turf. It will reopen on May 17th. In the meantime, you can go to Belcher Park or Woodward Park in Fresno. Fresno's Gaston Middle School is hosting Donuts with Dads this morning. The annual event is a sweet way to bring fathers and mentors from the community to support students on campus. Pastor DJ Kreiner from Saints Rest Baptist Church will speak at that event. It all starts at 8 o'clock this morning.
Next on Eyewitness News this morning, this is one proud mama. You won't believe how many puppies she just gave birth to.
And it's a great day to be outside. Temperatures making a return back to the 80s. Here's a look at that tea time forecast.
One, two, three, four.
CBS 47 Pinpoint Weather Forecast.
Welcome back. I'm Anthony Bailey with a check of your forecast. We've seen pretty stellar weather over the weekend. In fact, temperatures surging almost into that summer realm. We saw highs in the 80s. Of course, a nice start to the day. We're going to take you outside here, give you a look at our Valley Cam network powered by Boz Allergy. And right now we're looking at the Kaiser Peak Cam. It is a pretty peaceful view over the area, of course, and gone are the days where we saw snow-covered ground there. We may see a little bit moving back into the region tonight, but not enough really to stick around for a while. We'll flip over, give you a look at live pinpoint Doppler right now. Yes, there is measurable rainfall going on across the northern edge of the state. The bulk of the rain this morning well north of us in the Pacific Northwest. Satellite picture, though, picking up plenty of clouds over central California and the mountains on this morning. And that will be about the most weather we see through the course of the day for you. So you're looking at a dry drive into work. A little more sunshine on the way later on today, and the temperatures, which hit 81 degrees yesterday in Fresno. Of course, we'll be back in that realm again today. Keep in mind, normal high for this time of year, 72, and the record on yesterday was 94 degrees. We are not, of course, getting close to that anytime soon. As you can see, heading out the door this morning, it's a very mild start to the day for you. 61 degrees feels great. And of course, temperatures do cool off as you travel north and south on the 99. You drop all the way down to 54, both in Porterville and there in Merced. And then we drop into the 40s for our friends in Oakhurst. 35 degrees out in Sequoia this morning. So a chilly start for your morning if you're going to do a little mountain hike there. Of course, temperatures up, full 8 degrees warmer than they were this time yesterday down in Lemoore. And that's a noticeable difference for you. You may not feel it as much in other parts of the valley, but you will certainly feel it again this afternoon. We are making, yes, another return back to temperatures in the area of about 8 to 10 normal for this time of year. And that's before that cold front begins to push in through the overnight. It's going to have a chilling impact on our temperatures, pushing us back into the normal range. So you're looking at low to mid 70s as we travel through the rest of the work week beyond this afternoon. A little measurable rainfall on the way, as well as some high elevation snow as well. Here's Futurecast. You can get a look at it. As you can see here, right around the midnight hour, we'll look at, of course, wet weather moving into the Yosemite area. A chance for some spotty sprinkles along the western side of the valley. We'll see a passing sprinkle through the early morning, likely between about 4 and 6 tomorrow morning, and then that pushes on out and dry skies make a return, and they'll last right through the end of the work week for you. The air quality showing some signs of recovery here for us. We pushed back into the moderate range over the weekend. You can see we're back in the good range, at least for Merced County. South of that, though, will remain in the moderate realm from Merced through Tulare, from Madera through Tulare, excuse me. A future raincast puts us at about 1/10 of an inch, a little bit more than that for the foothills. Over in Shaver, we'll get close to 1/4 of an inch of rain, and the same for our friends down in Hume Lake. So it will be, of course, something that'll bring measurable rainfall to the area. Most folks along the 99 corridor won't feel much of it. All right, if you're a classic car lover like me, the countdown is on this Sunday in Old Town Clovis. They've got the Old Town Car Show coming up. It's going to be a fun one going on Sunday there in Old Town Clovis. So get ready for that. The weather going to be pretty stellar as we head toward the weekend. The road to it not looking too bad either. We'll drop down to 70 degrees for tomorrow and hover in the low 70s through Friday. But by Sunday afternoon, we're making a rebound back up to 77 degrees with the overnight lows back in the 50s. So another great weekend of weather upon us. And hopefully we can keep this trend going because there's a ton of stuff going on around the valley. Yeah. Nice to be able to get out and drive to some things and enjoy some nice weather.
Yeah, weather looks awesome.
Yeah. There you go. Well, can there really be such thing here as too many puppies? The answer apparently is no.
Yeah, Jamie Yukas shows us a litter that is for the record books.
If Cleo looks proud, it's because this 4-year-old Great Dane just produced 19 puppies.
I go, man, this is a lot. It's never ending.
For Erica Angoni, owner and lead surgeon at Kingman Animal Hospital in Arizona, it was a Saturday morning scramble.
We just started calling up staff and family members.
Well, we didn't know there were this many. We thought there was like 8 to 10.
Much more. The delivery room became a war room. A team of 11 doctors and volunteers pulling out puppies.
And when you see what's in front of you...
Holy smokes.
Is that what you said?
Something along those lines. Yeah. They've gotten so big. They just kept shooting out one after another, and I was handing them off to technician after technician.
I didn't know how many umbilicals I tied.
And it was 19 puppies, and we're like, that's got to be a record.
In fact, it ties the American record. The 17 survivors are all healthy. And Cleo's owner says all are spoken for.
I have this one right here is going to be going to New York. This one's going to Pennsylvania. And this one's going to Illinois. They're going to see places I've never seen.
And in just a few short months, they'll be fully grown.
Does it ever get old to hold a puppy?
Never. Who can argue with that? Jamie Yukas, CBS News, Kingman, Arizona.
All right, so we don't have 19 puppies, but we have one super cute one, and Daisy's here from the SPCA. Good morning.
Good morning.
Who did you bring? Look at this little guy.
Today I brought Jojo. He is a lab and pit bull mix. He is 3 months old, and he has green eyes.
He has green eyes? Oh yeah, he does. You are so cute. I can't believe he's 3 months old. Look how big he already is.
Yeah, so he's gonna for sure be a big dog.
Okay, what do you guys think he is? What type of dog?
So the person who surrendered him said that the mom was a border collie mix and the dad was a lab and pit mix.
Okay.
Collies and some probably type of sheepdog in him too.
Yeah, he is so cute. How does he do at the shelter? Does he do well with other dogs?
Yeah, he does fine. It was 5 other ones of him too, so he does good with other dogs. The only problem with him that I would say is he doesn't really like closed spaces, so he does not like carriers.
Okay.
He freaks out, so that's why I'd rather carry him than keep him in a carrier.
How did you bring him in the car? Did you have him on your lap?
I put him in for a bit, and I just kept the little door open in case he freaked out. He can come out.
Look at his little tail wagging. He's so cute. So he has 4 siblings that are also there?
I think right now they're probably down to 2 or 3 because we had offsite events yesterday. So I think 1 or 2 of them got adopted already.
Oh, good. That's awesome. But if you want a couple, I mean, that would be nice to keep him with his little family. What's he doing? What's he doing?
Interested in the blanket.
Oh, yeah, there's different textures, so he probably really likes that. Look at his paws. Oh my gosh, he's gonna be so big. You're gonna be a cute guy. How big do these guys normally get?
Ooh, I want to say depending on like what also they feed him, he might be like 30 pounds up for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not too big though.
I mean, it depends because it could also be like really like heavy weight, but not that tall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is so cute. He is available for adoption today. Hi, buddy. Where are you guys located?
We're located at 103 South Hughes, and then he's going to be available today at 10 a.m.
Okay. He is so cute. And then ask for Jojo, the cute little puppy you saw on Channel 47. Thank you so much for coming in. I hope I'm sure he'll get adopted and get a good home. Good to see. All right, let's check in with Nora O'Donnell with what's coming up at 7 o'clock. Good morning.
Good morning. Ahead here on CBS This Morning, we'll look at what Kirstjen Nielsen's early resignation means for the growing crisis at the border and the challenges it poses for the Trump administration's immigration agenda. Plus, only on CBS This Morning, Gail's interview with ACM winner Casey Musgraves. She reveals why her first single was an edgy choice and discusses her passion for songwriting. We'll see you right at 7.
Hey, yes, the police were out here. We're in standoff for about 9 hours. We're live here at the Visalia Police Department this morning.
We have an update to breaking news this morning. After an hours-long standoff, Visalia police have arrested the man accused of holding his girlfriend hostage for hours. Eyewitness News was on scene as that suspect was taken into custody.
CBS 47's Fabiola Ramirez live from the Visalia Police Department with the very latest developments.
Joe and Alex, police tried to negotiate with the suspect for about 9 hours, trying to convince him to come out. Now, this all started on Sunday around 4 p.m. when police were called to a family disturbance. Police say the suspect, Jonathan Soto, was age 32, produced a screwdriver and held it to his girlfriend's neck, threatening to harm her. Police say at that point, the people inside the home, including children, got out. Soto barricaded himself inside a bathroom while keeping his girlfriend as a hostage. After hours of failed negotiations, the SWAT team served a search warrant and entered their home.
When they made contact with him, he actually was holding on to the victim and was attempting to choke her. Luckily, our officers were able to separate him. They rescued her, got her out of there first, and then took him into custody.
Soto will face assault with a deadly weapon, false imprisonment, and domestic violence charges. We're being told the victim was not hurt during the rescue, though 2 police officers received minor injuries. Live in Visalia, I'm Fabiola Ramirez, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks for that. Police in Reedley now searching for 2 suspects in 2 different shootings. 2 men ended up with a Saturday night. Police say they were shot in the garage of a home on East Springfield Avenue. Both victims are in stable condition. The second shooting happened just a few blocks away. Police say 30-year-old Christian was shot while cleaning up after a barbecue.
It was just a pop, and from there I went to his aid. I tried doing CPR and I couldn't do anything, and I hate to say it like that because I mean I wish I could be the person to save him.
Police say both of these shootings are gang-related. They don't know if they're connected. Fresno County Sheriff's Office is investigating a shooting at the intersection that's known for deadly accidents. They say the victim was walking by Rose and Bethel Avenues in Selma around 5:30 last night when a car pulled up. The driver shot at the man several times, hitting him once. The victim was taken to the hospital. He's expected to survive. There is no description of the suspect.
If you take your dog to Todd Beamer Park in Fresno, you'll have to go somewhere else for a few weeks. The city is closing that park today so crews can replace the turf. It will reopen May 17th. In the meantime, you can go to Belcher Park or Woodward Park in Fresno. Fresno's Gaston Middle School is hosting Donuts with Dads this morning. The annual event is a sweet way to bring fathers and mentors from the community to support students on campus. Pastor DJ Kreiner from Saints Rest Baptist Church will speak at that event. All kicks off in about 1 hour at 8 o'clock.
A donut sounds great.
Doesn't it sound so good?
Yeah. Anything with sugar this
Every
time of morning.
donut. I know. Get a lot of it.
At least there's beautiful weather, of course, so you can have your snacks outdoors, certainly your lunchtime outdoors as well. Take a look at the forecast for today. Up to 81 degrees this afternoon, and then we'll start the morning off a little cloudy, maybe a chance of a sprinkle or 2. We'll drop off, though, to 70 degrees on Tuesday, and we stay in that low 70s range all the way through the rest of the work week. By the weekend, of course, a major warm-up underway as we push back into the upper 70s. All right, let's see what's going on out across the area right now. We're looking at dry skies over all major highways in the metro area, and we won't have to worry about much activity, not only for the valley, but really across the state. You have to travel all the way up to the California border to get any type of wet weather this morning. Right now, we're looking at temperatures in the mid-40s for Oakhurst, 52 in Mariposa, 55 as you come down to Merced, 57 for our friends in Madera, and up to 61 degrees in the Fresno area. It is a chilly start for our friends doing some hiking over in Shaver and in Sequoia. And the 4-day allergy forecast, we talked about at the top of the show there. We're back in the high realm through Wednesday. On Thursday, we push into the very high realm, and that could be cause for concern for some allergy sufferers across the valley.
Yeah, it's already been a pretty rough season.
Say that again.
Stay in bed Thursday.
Yeah.
Just forget it.
Don't even show up. Hey, thanks for watching. Have a great Monday.
See you at noon.